Hey you guys, good morning, happy Monday. Today we're going to do another strength workout using water bottles. So there's a lot of different options here. If this is all you have, then just do a higher repetition. You're still going to work hard. If you want to empty out the water and put in something that's going to weigh a little bit more, maybe rocks or sand or dirt or whatever you have, that would be great. If you have a gallon jug, you can use a couple of those or even one. Or if you have a couple of these larger size water bottles, fill them up with water or something a little heavier and you can use those. But be creative. If you don't have water bottles, I'm sure you have laundry detergent jugs or something like that. So we're going to go through this today. Here's the workout. This one's a little bit longer. So what we're going to do is we're going to run through each exercise. I'll show you some options. I'll show you how to count your reps. Notice again, there are higher rep ranges because it's not going to be as heavy as weight. So if you are able to have heavier weights, you might want to be on the lower range of the rep weight. Okay, so how it looks is I broke them up into 3 different blocks of work, and each block of work has 3 exercises that you will do 3 times. So it's a little more time consuming, but you're welcome to do maybe 1 block now, another block later, and so on, okay? So make sure you get warmed up first of all, a little movement prep, get the muscles activated. Let's see if you can kind of see that. If not, that's okay. I'll just show them as we go, okay? So exercise 1, we're going to do a squat, press, lunge, lunge. So what you're going to do is with either one of your water bottles, you can also use 2 of them. Here's the exercise. Feet below your hips. You're going to squat. You're going to hold the arms overhead. Lunge, step in, lunge, and then bring it back down. So a couple options here. If this bothers your shoulders, if your shoulder mobility will not allow your arms to be straight where your biceps are by your ears, you're welcome to keep the arms here. Or maybe it's a little too much, so you go down to that 1, hold it here, or hold it here. So again, squat, press, reverse lunge, keeping the torso tall, shoulders above the hips, come back in, and then reset. That's 1 rep. Back up, maybe you switch sides, other side, step in, that would be 2. So that is exercise number 1. You can also do that with a jug if you have that option. Then you're going to do an isometric back fly, alternating lowering the arm. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry. The squat press, 12 to 20 repetitions, all right? So now you're going to need 2. Your feet are below your hips. You're going to tip forward from the hip. Palms are together. Elbows are soft, but they're not bent. Shoulders are down. You're going to lift out to the side so that your hands do not come up past your shoulders. So it's not here, keeping the shoulders down. Notice from the side, hopefully, arms are in line with the shoulder. They're not out in front or behind you too far, okay? That's your setup. You're squeezing your back. You're making sure your chin is away from your chest. Here's how you count your repetitions. 1, 2, 3. Keeping your core strong, making sure you're not looking down or looking up. If you feel it in your neck, you might be lifting up through the neck versus the upper back. So this is a good exercise to work on your muscular endurance in the upper back, your posture muscles. Keep you upright, especially right now if you find yourself sitting a lot, your back muscles are turning off. So make sure you're activating them and using them. You're going to do between 12 and 20 repetitions total. So then you're going to be going into a body weight exercise, a burpee with a push-up. So you got your lower body, you have your back, for a pull, and now you're going to do a push, okay? So burpee with a push-up, you're going to come down to the floor or an incline. Hands down, keep them wide, walk or jump your feet back, do your push-up, walk or jump your feet in, stand or jump, okay? So you'll go through those 3 exercises 3 times. Either call it a day, go do the other things later, or keep moving on. Burpees with the push-up, you're doing 8 to 15 repetition, by the way, all right? Knees or toes on your push-up. Next block of work, you have a crossover with a lateral raise. So the difference with a lateral raise versus a back fly, on the back fly, you're pulling to the upper back. On the lateral raise, you're lifting up, working the shoulders and not the back. So here's the exercise. Arms at your side, you're gonna do a crossover, step back up, lateral raise. Now I want you to look at my hands for a second. Palms are down, but if that bothers your shoulder, please try to turn your thumbs up and work here so that you're slightly externally rotating the shoulder. Sometimes having the hands down bothers people. They'll raise their scapula and it will start to hurt or pinch their shoulder, okay? So shoulders down, I'll show it again. Crossover, lift, there's 1. Crossover, lift, there's 2. You're going to do a total of 12 to 20 repetition. If you're not feeling the work, hold a little bit longer and make sure you're engaging the muscles that you're trying to work, okay? Moving on, you've got tricep kickbacks. We'll do 15 to 20 repetitions, but you're going to do 5 at a time. So I'll face a couple different directions to get you a good view of this. A lot of times the triceps, the kickbacks are done improperly. So I'll show them done improperly first. What I'll see happen is they'll get a good setup, raise the elbows up, they'll come all the way up like they're supposed to, but then they swing their arms back in to where the dumbbells or the water bottles are by the face. How this should look is the hands never come past the hips. So your starting position is hip, elbows up, you're going to extend and lower to the hip. Squeeze in the back at the top. After your 5, you're going to stand up and give your back a break, reset your shoulders. From this angle, elbows up, 5, 4, 3, notice the pace, 2, 1, stand up, okay? So a total of 15 to 20 of those. Then you're gonna come down to the floor with 1 water bottle. If this bothers you, please don't do it, or let me know, I'll give you another exercise to do. You're gonna hold on to the water bottle. See if you can see this. You're gonna lie back. Keep your head down the whole time if you like. You're going to lift your feet up, keeping your core strong. Grab the water bottle with your feet. Lower your feet down. Bring the bottle back in. That's 1 rep. Couple different ways you can do this. If you have more room than I have, you can extend the arms up overhead. Notice I'm keeping my knees bent. That's going to put a little less stress on the back. If you want a little more work, you can extend your legs all the way out, making sure the lower back does not hyperextend, and then bring it back in. You can also do this by crunching up, but I do notice when that happens, we want to lift up with our head and we strain our neck. So if you can keep your head down, that's good. 3 sets of those. Okay, moving on. Isometric bicep curl with a hinge. Couple ways of doing this. Isometric bicep curl. Elbows in tight, palms by the shoulders. You're going to do your curl. You're holding here. A hinge. You tip forward from the hip as far as you can without losing the integrity of your spine or without hurting the lower back. You're going to stand all the way up, bring it halfway down, and back up. That's 1 rep. I'll show you again. 2, 3. So you're keeping the tension on the arms. Even if you come halfway down, you still have the hold. You're still working on your muscular endurance. If you want to make this a little more challenging, you can add in a balance factor and do a single leg hinge instead. Or if you want to meet somewhere in the middle, you can do a kickstand, 1 foot back. Whoa, but you're leaning onto that front leg. Okay. So find what works for you, do your best. You have 12 to 20 reps. Skaters with a twist. If you want to go heavier, grab a bigger jug, okay? Hands are going to be out in front. I'll go slow. You're going to go to the side and twist over that front leg. So I'm going slow to show you the movement pattern. So you're almost making a circle in front and then bringing the weight or the water bottle to the hip. Make sure as you land, your knees don't cave in, you're stable right above the ankle, your back stays long, and you're coming across the body. You can keep your arms straight or bent. The straighter your arms are, the harder it will be. You can also pick up the pace and get a little more cardio in there if you would like, okay? V-sit pass through, last exercise. Take that water bottle. You're gonna lean back. You're going to sit with a long spine. Make sure your back's not rounded. And you're going to pass the water bottle underneath the leg and grab it. If that bothers your back, you're gonna lie back. If it doesn't hurt your neck, you're here, okay? Try not to bring the knee in too close to the chest. Keep it relatively above the hip. 12 to 20 reps total. All right, you guys, I hope I explained those okay. You've got full body. Just a quick run through one more time. 1 or 2 water bottles. Squat, weight in your heels. Press, lunge, lunge, and reset. That was 1 rep. 12 to 20 of those. Isometric back fly. Tip forward, hold. 1, 2, 3. Make sure you're pulling to the upper back, not the lower back. Burpee with a push-up. Hands down, walker jump back. You can drop down to your knees. Lower your body, walker jump in, standard jump. 8 to 15 reps. 3 sets. Moving on, cross over to lateral raise. Oops. Your lateral raise, your palms can be down or your palms can be facing the front of the room. You're here. 1, stopping right at shoulder height. 2, if crossovers bother your knees, you can make it a crouch instead. 12 to 20 reps. Tricep kickbacks. Elbows up, hands by the hip. 1, 2, 3, squeezing the back of the arms. 4, 5, stand up, reset, back down. 1, total of 15 to 20 reps. Okay, slow and controlled. Core pass through on your back. Water bottle in your hands. Put it in your feet. Keep the knees bent. Whoops, I lost my water bottle. Boop. There's 1. There's 2. You're doing 10 to 20 of those. 3 sets. Bicep curl to hinge. Bring it halfway down. 1. Try not to elevate your shoulders to your ears. There's 2. You can also do a kickstand or a single leg instead. Skaters with a twist. You're here and you're coming over. Oh, I didn't mention this. You're doing 7 to 12 reps each way. So it'll look like this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay? So you're doing a total, actually don't count it that way because you'll get confused. Count it like this. 1, 2, 3, there we go. Total of 7 to 12 reps. V-sit pass through. You're here, lean back, under, under. Okay, remember, or you can lie all the way back and make it a crunch. Okay, guys, hope that all made sense. Good luck, have some fun. My heart rate's up a little bit, but I was moving really fast. If you like that effect of getting your heart rate up, move a little quicker. Have some fun, do your best. I'll see you all very soon.